Welcome Shankara TV viewers and greetings to you all. So, today we shall again continue this episode, The Power of Positive Thinking. In the last episode we saw about the brain, the importance of brain in bringing about positive thoughts, because it is the equipment you have, one of the very important senses, I would say. Your body possesses an equipment to develop your thoughts. Therefore, how important it is to know about the brain and to protect it. Now, the brain possesses also different types of waves. It is called the gamma wave, the beta wave, the alpha wave, the theta wave and the delta wave. I am giving you in this order based on their frequencies. That is, a gamma wave has a frequency from 40 hertz to 100 hertz. Then comes the beta wave from 12 to 40 hertz, and then comes the alpha wave 8 to 12, and then comes the theta wave which is 4 to 8, and then comes finally the delta wave 0 to 4. Now, what are frequencies? Most of you must be knowing, but simply I will tell you. In 1 second, a wave goes through a formation. If it is formation like of a peak and a trough, like a belt type, like a snaky formation, the number of peaks it has in 1 second, 1, 2, 3, 4, when it goes like this, you count it, and if it has 40, it is called 40 hertz in 1 second. So, a shorter the wavelength, it has a higher energy. The longer the wavelength, it has a lower energy. So, 40 means it's a 40 peaks it has, the waves in a snake formation, for example, as a snake wriggling, the ups and downs. You count 40, it is 40 hertz. If you count 100, it is 100 hertz. If you count 4, it is 4 hertz. It's just a basic explanation I am giving you. So, the brain receives all those waves, sends all those waves also, gamma waves, the beta waves, the alpha waves, the theta waves and the delta waves. I am putting in the order of the frequency. Every gamma wave and everything are responsible for your emotions, for your behavior, for your memory power, how you behave, the anger. So, why these waves I am giving you is, you have to control your thoughts by properly channelizing the waves or commanding them to behave correctly, so that they come and reach you in the proper wavelengths at the proper times. There should not be a high number of gamma rays or very low gamma rays, it can affect you mentally. Similarly, all other waves. So, these waves are responsible, all these 5 waves, like you have our spectrum in light. You have the gamma rays, instead of gamma waves we call gamma rays. You have the X-rays, you have the ultraviolet rays, you have the infrared rays, you have the visible light. Then you have what is known as the microwaves and then the radio waves. Gamma waves has got the highest frequency, it is very short, whereas the radio waves can go up to 10,000 kilometer, whereas a gamma wave will be about a nanometer, a billionth of a meter. And you can trap, your eyes can trap only from 380 nanometers to about 700 nanometers, that is all. The other things, what is happening, you do not know, something like they are in the dark, or you are not receiving that signal, your eyes cannot trap them. Same way, the waves of the brain has to be important. Now, what commands the waves of the brains? Your thoughts. That is my personal opinion. Your thoughts are responsible. The thoughts make you command those brain waves so that you get them in optimum levels, which are important for your brain protection too, for your longevity of your brain, for your brain to function in a proper manner. So that when these waves come, when you develop all these positive good thoughts, you attract the positive energies, you attract the force, you would not fall into the negative energy, we will not fall into the gravity and get lost there. We would go into those positive fields, and then what happens? When you have a positive universal force under your command, you can expect the expected result. Therefore, that requires training, that requires persistence, that requires faith, that requires belief in that. If you automatically remove all your negative thoughts, then what would be available is only your positive thoughts. There cannot be anything other than that, because the universe is bliss. Universe is all powerful. Cosmic forces do not know negativity, negative bad thoughts. They do not know the evil karmic influences. These evil karmic influences should not be known to them, because they are all immortal power, immortal in bliss and quality. They should not know. Only human beings with their senses develop all these negative thoughts. Even if you take the case of a zebra, you must have seen Animal Planet television channels. The zebras will be grazing, and the pride of lions will be sitting somewhere, will be near them. They don't simply run away when the lions are sitting there. They know very well that the lion will come, kill them and eat them. See their positive thoughts. They only run when the lion chases them, and they know that they would not be caught. Only some amongst their breed would be caught, in their herd will be caught. So they peacefully graze, having an eye perhaps on those pride of lions. That means even they have a positive thoughts. They do not have that fear. If they have the fear, they should never graze if the lion pride is there, somewhere near where they can sight. They only run when they come and chase them. What I am telling you is, all this fear, these negative energies only create that negative magnetic field in you, and you coat them, and you make yourself responsible for the negative energy where you are, and how you fall into those pits. It is in your hands. Your destiny lies in your hands. If you know thoroughly well about your stake and your faith and belief in those positive thoughts and energies, that things will happen, that I will achieve this, that I will not defeat myself, that I will have to change myself to know positivity if I am running around negativity. Here, when I talk of brain, I will talk about the mind also. The mind attached to the brain is another excellent thing. The mind, we have what is known as the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the unconscious mind. The unconscious mind is like your hard disk in your computer. You store something which you don't use regularly. Whenever you want at a later stage, you will have the data available, so that will be there in the hard disk. But your subconscious mind is something like a random access memory. And your conscious mind is something like the computer immediately opening and showing. It's also a memory, but it will show you all the icons and tell you which to decide and which to pass through and which not to pass through, which you want. It will tell you, it will guide you. It's a gateway. You click that icon, you click the Google icon, or you click that YouTube icon, or you click whatever it is. It tells you based on your thoughts. It's a conscious mind. And the subconscious mind is a random access memory. It has limited memory stored in it, which is available regularly, that when you click open a Google, that Google comes down, whatever it is, your email comes down. It's a RAM, random access memory. The subconscious mind per se does not decide, the conscious mind decides. Now what happens is, your conscious mind is the practical mind in your life. Your conscious mind deals with you, whereas your subconscious mind is innocent. It is divine. It does not know what is right and what is wrong, but it guides you to act. It takes you into those levels. Your subconscious mind does not differentiate between a negative thought and a positive thought. If you think negatively in a negative thought that, oh, I would fail in an exam, it would think that you would fail in an exam, it would think that you want to fail in that exam, and that would make you fail in the exam. That is, by your thought that I would fail in an exam, it would make you fail in the exam without knowing the pros and cons of it. It does not know that failing causes something bad to you, something negative. It does not know. Whereas the conscious mind is a gateway. It only knows that if you pass, you are going to be an officer. If you fail, you would not be selected. For example, I am telling you, the conscious mind knows. And deep down the hard disk, you know the results of various exams you have appeared, how to appear, how many you have passed. That is a data which you do not like to take it out daily. But it is a subconscious mind which you have to till, which you have to plow, which you have to fertilize it, which you have to water, which you have to maintain very clearly, weeding out all those negative thoughts and throwing them far away, because weeds disturb the other seeds. They prevent them from growing healthily. They prevent their proliferation. The proliferation of seeds are affected by the existence of weeds. The proliferation of your positive thoughts are affected by the proliferation of these weeds. So weeds have to be weeded out, and then you start applying the fertilizer, that is for growth. Fertilizer is your brain exercise. Watering is your brain exercise. Brain exercise is always about thinking good, meditating, moving with good people, shunning out bad people, or moving with thinking of positive energies. These are all watering and fertilizing. Then only the seed grows. As the seed grows, the seeds are your positive future thoughts. The seeds grow well, and you see, and you are happy, the farmer sees his crop well grown. Similarly, your desired objective is achieved. Therefore, the subconscious mind is what you have to take care of, and the conscious mind is the gateway. It opens the gate, it closes the gate. It does whatever you think, it opens and closes. Subconscious mind simply receives through the conscious mind gateway. The point here is, if you start yourself feeling through your brain or through your mind that I am depressed, I will not get money, it is hard to earn money, it is hard to find good friends, it is very hard to find a good job, it is hard to pass in the examination, it is hard to build a house, I will not find the money to buy a property, I will not get a job in that factory, I will not get my visa done to go to a foreign country, it is very difficult, I am like this. All these things you are nurturing. You are nurturing negative energies, negative thoughts, and they start growing well. Subconscious mind thinks that they are good for you and you wanted them, so it would also enable them to grow of its own accord. So these thoughts, the thoughts of negativity, the thoughts that you are stressed, you are depressed, if you think about it, thinking that that's the only consolation for you, solace for you, would not help you, but in the contrary, it would flourish, make the negative thoughts flourish well. They will grow in your minds, they will grow in your brains, and they will clog all your neurons. There will be no free flow of information. Like I have found certain friends who would say, oh, smoking gives me relaxation, smoking harms your health. You think it is relaxation, but it harms your health. Similarly, if you think that, okay, let me think about it and let me try to avoid it, I will think about those negative thoughts. If you think about negative thoughts, you are destroying yourself. We are destroying ourselves. We are only making it grow. The very concept of a negative thought, very concept of a negative word, first let us all as a human being, as a humanity, know how to shun them, because that should not be in the dictionary at all, at least 10 years from now. A correct word can be having an incorrect word. A correct cannot have a wrong word. For example, that breeds negativity. Correct, incorrect, that is fine. Communication has to happen. But a correct, you tell you have done the wrong way, that is negative. You tell him you have done incorrectly, that is better. The idea is communicated without negativity. We have to communicate. So, why I am telling you is the very process of training your subconscious mind into positive words, into positive thoughts, would build a very, very healthy mind and brain in you. And this healthy mind and brain will give you the intuition, which is your navigator, which is the captain of the ship. If you have both positive and negative, one fellow will be rowing the boat on one side, some others will be rowing the boat on the other side, there will be calamity, the boat will be where it is. The point here is, we should know, we should change ourselves. You cannot change the destination of a wind, but you can change the sails to reach your destination. That is a very correct proverb we have. You cannot change the destination of the wind to reach your destination, whereas you can change the sails, the mast in a boat to reach your destination through the wind. The point here is, you have to change yourself. You have to understand that your negative thoughts and breeding those negative thoughts, just like the mosquito breeding, should never happen. Not even an iota of negative thought should enter. It is difficult, but you have to train yourself daily. You have to train the younger generation from infancy, from their childhood. As soon as they were born, like a baby, an infant, a 2-month, 3-month, 4-month infants, from that time we have to train our next generation, and we have to follow those footsteps, so that what you will have essentially is, as Ramana Maharshi puts in, you do not have to find yourself, you remove your emotions, you will find yourself. There is nothing called going and searching for an I thought. When all other thoughts are removed, Ramana Maharshi says, what remains is the I thought. So, there is nothing called negative, and when you remove your negative emotions, you have the purity in you, because you are connected to the cosmic force, and therefore, the purity and power in you would give you that intuitive, powerful ability, the intuitive ability to go forward, and you will have the success as you expected. If every man from top to toe goes on this intuitive ability, there will be a change in the goalpost upwards only. The richest man, Bill Gates, if again thinks of intuitions and positive energies, he will be 10 times what he is today, and the normal man will be at least 10% of what Bill Gates is now today, or at least after 5 years. But that is enough. You have achieved your success for the normal man. Even the richest man will also achieve his success, because he is going to upper plane where nobody have gone there, where nobody has achieved. That means everybody is connected to the cosmic universal force. So, that force would give you all the power that you wanted. That force cannot be defeated. That force is achievable. The point of achieving the force, the way of achieving the force is to just remove your first negative emotions, negative energies, train yourself, be in the position of the moving planet, and not getting absorbed in the gravity, the black hole which still exists in the universe. The dark energies are there, the black hole gravity is there, there are lots of energies. The gravity only just pulls you off. You need not go there at all. If you think about it, you go, nothing is there. Only very little light or very little planets or very little stones could have been absorbed by the black holes, which are immense gravity and negative energies. We did not tread. If the entire world, the universe is surrounded by black hole, then we would not be existing. So there is nothing called like that, only our thoughts may be there, but let us forget it. Let us connect ourselves to the vast energies. Vast stars and suns laying billions of years away and giving us light even today. See that immense wealth that is available in the universe. So your positive thinking should only be focused on what you want, and those immense power is even not required to you to achieve what you want. If you want to achieve $10 billion, you don't have to have the power of a sun to achieve that. A simple positive thoughts going on the right way with small energy can fuel you. I am just giving as a source of an example. If that is what your aim is, if you want to build a very big ship like Titanic, you don't have to go to the Mars, outside our galaxy, Milky Way, go to Andromeda galaxies or some other galaxies, take all the energy and come back. Our planet is very small, and the Titanic may be huge to you and me, but it is very speck, not even a speck, when our earth itself is a speck. Titanic may not be a speck. To do that may not be difficult. People have done that. But for you, the normal level, for me, the normal level persons, for every one of us who are in the normal levels, that is a huge goal to be achieved, building a Titanic ship. That can be achieved by us. The point is, the main aim for me to propagate, especially to the younger generation, is you are powerful. You have a mind which is powerful, you have a connectivity which is powerful, and you are connected to the powerful. Physics proves, the brain power proves, when it can store the digital content of the world, it proves, when every brain of us propels itself to positive thoughts, it proves that something unimaginable could be achieved. Therefore, one has to take a very good care of the subconscious mind, the mind that gives you the intuitive ability, the mind that gives you the intuition to do what is right and what is wrong, the mind that tells you, if it gives you the idea, the capability to achieve your expected results, the mind that gives you the particle type of formation on your paying attention to it. If anything and everything, if you start eating all the dust and the dustbin food and put it in your stomach when you are hungry, you eat all those junk foods, then you are putting the entire dustbin in your stomach. You are not taking the qualitative food which is required for your stomach, for your body. In the same way, anything and every thought, every movement you just start seeing and assimilating, you are putting junk into your subconscious mind. You are polluting your brain. You are creating all sorts of dust and other ill effects in your brain. Your brain is not a pure brain, beautiful, colored, well connected, fresh brain. It becomes dotted, it becomes rusted, it becomes completely rotten. It is soggy, it becomes soggy also. It is not that firm, fresh brain you can have. A neuron cell, they say, can live up to 120 years. Neuron cells do not die that fast. They get repaired also. There are elderly persons who can chant the Vedas even at 100 years. I have seen that's available still in the WhatsApp. Their brains are as fresh. They can think. 90-year-old, 80-year-old, 70-year-olds, the neurons are fresh because they made it to be fresh. If at their younger age they were fighting and they were having all negative thoughts, then the brains would have got damaged. No further connectivity between neurons would have happened. All neurons would have got clogged. pus cells bleeding, or the brain would not be fresh. Now, in the next episode, I would go again into a chapter called How to Prevent Negative Energies. What are the factors? What are negative energies? What are the factors that give you negative energies? And then we shall see how to remove them, because removing negative energy is very important. And then we shall see what are the tools available to promote, to grow positive energies. So with this, I thank the viewers for patiently watching this episode, and therefore see you in the next episode. Thank you.